Hello students, welcome back to physics class. Last year we discussed about work. This year let us learn about energy. What are the different types of energy? There are so many different types of energy. In your textbook, the first type of energy is given potential energy. What is a potential energy? The energy possessed by a body by the virtue of its position is called potential energy. That means the energy depends upon position of the body. We have to check where the body is. So let us see. Now I have a piece of chalk in my hand. I will throw this chalk piece on you from this height on your head. Then you will not feel pain. I will drop the same chalk piece on your head from the 4th floor. Then you will feel a little amount of pain. In these two cases, chalk piece, mass of this chalk piece is same, constant. Which one is different? Height is different. So if the chalk piece is on more height, then it is having more energy so that it can give him some pain. So here the energy is depends upon position. So if the energy contained in a body or the energy possessed in a body due to its position, then it is called potential energy. Potential energy will simply denoted with PE. Potential energy. So potential energy depends upon height h at constant mass and gravity. Gravity is also constant in both of these cases along with mass. So I am writing PE is equals to mgh. To remove this proportionality, we should add some constant. Here I add two constants. They both are constants. Mass and gravity. So PE is equals to mgh. That is potential energy. And there is another type of energy. No. In potential energy only, this is gravitational potential energy. There is another type of potential energy, that is elastic potential energy. What is elastic potential energy? Your mask is elastic. Here this part is elastic. If you expand that part, what will happen? It will try to come to its original position. In the same way, some objects, if you apply some force on it, if you deform that objects, again the objects will comes to the same shape or same position. While coming into that position, the objects will do some work. How much the object is deformed, that much of elastic potential energy it will have. For example, bow and arrow. By applying some force, you are pulling that string, you are stretching that string. If you are pulling that, what will happen? Before the string is like straight line. If you are pulling that, it is expanding or not? If you stop applied force, what will happen? The spring, due to its elasticity, comes to its original position. When it is trying to come to its original position, what will happen? It is pulling that arrow. So it is depends upon its position. If you pull only this much, elasticity will be, the arrow will go and fall on here. If you are changing the position of the string, energy is increasing or not? Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
For example, if you have a rubber band, will play the papers. If you are trying to pull out that rubber band too far, the potential energy will be more for that, elastic potential energy. Now less potential energy, more, even more. So it depends upon position. Position is changing or not? Okay, I will keep this at rest. Now changing. So due to its position, it is gaining some energy. Who given this energy? Me. My energy, some part of my energy is transferred into this to make it like this. So this type of energy is called elastic potential energy. Give me another example of this. Yes, bow and arrow. Rubber band. Yes, balloon. What? Yes, ball. Ball is also a type of, this tennis ball, rubber ball are also a type of elastic potential energies. What? Stumper ball, yes. When you are hitting it, it is compressed. Due to its elasticity, again it is expanding. Due to that expanding, it is bouncing back. Sometimes it will bounce back more than where the point of hitting, where you release that ball. If here you release that ball, even more it will, radium balls. Do you know radium balls? They'll go, why? Because they are having more elasticity. Do you know toy cars? You will wind it, inside it there will be a spring. If you are winding it, the spring will get compressed, and if you stop winding, if you keep that toy car on the ground, the spring will slowly expand, making the wheels rotate, and the car will move some distance. After moving this distance, the spring will come to its original position. Whenever the spring comes to its original position, the car stops running. So due to the position, the car is gaining some energy, and that energy is responsible for the movement of the car. Understand? So that is an elastic potential energy. Another one is gravitational potential energy. Where we will use this potential energy? Gravitational potential energy, where we will use? Do you know turbines? Hydroelectric power stations, do you know? There are some turbines. Whenever the water is falling out from the dams, level of the water is more, then they will release the gates and water will fall out from the dams, and they will arrange turbines at the bottom. All this water will fall on the fans, turbines. Those turbines will rotate, and this rotating shaft is connected to a generator which will generate electricity. Hydroelectric power plants, we are using potential energy of water. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
What will happen for the potential energy after reaching the maximum height? Zero? No. No. See, I am giving some energy to it, and this chalk piece is converting that into potential energy, and it is reaching some height. After reaching the maximum height, potential energy is increased or decreased or constant or zero after reaching the maximum height? Huh? See, gravitational force is a constant force. It will not increase and decrease here. Huh?
Potential energy is lesser than gravitational force. Then it will fall.
It's a constant.
See, after reaching the maximum height, potential energy increases. Why? Because if height increases, potential energy will also increase. As you know that potential energy is directly proportional to height. I given some energy to this chalk piece, all that energy is converted into potential energy. After reaching the maximum height, this chalk piece will stop. At that point it will stop. Again it will come down. After reaching the maximum height, velocity of this chalk piece will be 0. But potential energy is maximum at this point. After reaching the maximum height, potential energy is maximum. For example, value of the H is 1 meter, potential energy will be equals to mg. H means 1 meter, 1. If height is 2 meters, potential energy will be equals to 2 mg. That means after reaching the maximum height, potential energy is increasing or not? Yes. If height is increasing from 1 to 3, rate of potential energy is also magnitude of potential energy is also increasing. Okay, potential energy means the energy contained in a body due to its position, where it is situated. Other than this potential energy, there are another type of energy, it is kinetic energy. Potential energy means energy depends upon the position of a body. Kinetic energy means energy depends upon motion of a body. The energy possessed by a body or the energy contained in a body due to its motion is called kinetic energy. For example, two masses, two objects, lorry and a car, are coming towards you and they came to hit you. Which one will damage you more? Lorry. Why? Because it is having more mass. So which one is having more energy? Car. They both are coming with same velocities. Which one is having more energy? Lorry. Why? More mass. So it depends upon mass and it depends upon velocity. Kinetic energy is denoted with Ke. This Ke depends on mass and velocity. Do you remember the formula, third equation of motion? Do you remember third equation of motion? From kinematics lesson, from the lesson motion, first lesson. First equation, V is equals to U plus AT. Second equation, S is equals to UT plus half AT square. Third equation, V square minus U square equals to 2AS. Do you remember this? I am taking that equation to derive the formula for kinetic energy. V square minus U square equals to 2AS. Initial velocity. For example, if a body is starting from one point to another point, if a body is started here and it is going from this point to another point or a place, initially velocity of the body will be 0. Why? Because it started from rest. So I am taking 0. U is equals to 0. Now V square is equals to 2A S. Send this 2 to this side. V square by 2 is equals to A S. Now I am multiplying both sides with mass. Multiplying both equations, both left hand side and right hand side with mass. If I do that, value will not change. So mv square by 2 is equals to MAS. What is MA? What is this formula MA? What is the formula for force? F is equals to? That is only here. What is this formula? F into S. Work done. Work done. So here we got W is equals to mv square by 2. Otherwise, W means work done. This is due to motion. So we are considering it as kinetic energy. For potential energy also, P is equals to mgh we wrote. For that also we can write W equals to mgh. Why? Because work and energy, they don't have different formulas or different units. They both are same. Work means force into displacement, energy means capacity to do work. So kinetic energy Ke is equals to mv square by 2 or half mv square. So the energy depends upon the energy contained in a body due to its motion is called kinetic energy. Okay students, I hope you understand this video. That's it for today. Thank you very much.